not a great position to be in general as me, because there's only a couple ways you get here. Hey, John. John! Stop sleeping. Thank you. So, I'm here. Only a couple ways you really get here as a fighter. One, get sat on your ass. Or you slip, fall, nothing good ends up where you're like, oh yeah, come to me and meet your doom, right? So, a couple things we're gonna work on, right? One, feet. What do we do with them and how do we defend them? Couple places we wanna be. One, that inside of that back leg is gonna be a very important point of contact. Because if Pat goes to move or hit me right now, I can off balance pretty quickly. Front leg, I'm gonna be just in front of his knee. Here. Because now, Pat tries to drive into me, I can control distance here. This allows me to keep him off of me as much as possible. Now, hands. Can anyone guess where those are gonna be?
Near your face.
Near your fucking face. Too many of us are lazy here. I want to keep my hands kind of in that, binocular look here. Because you're, especially as an amateur, you're looking for the big looping shots. But as a pro, you're also watching for those elbows and hammer fists coming through. So you're kind of doing that binocular, I'm looking for a distance here. All right? Keeping my distance here. The other thing, we do not just want to be stagnant here. I'm using my feet to off balance him here, but I'm also using my chest and my back to move. It's almost like, man, if only we had this warm-up drill where we moved ourselves using our hips and our feet. If only someone was smart enough to create a drill like that. So we're using that shrimp motion to protect ourselves here. And we're keeping everything tight. I don't want to extend my leg real far along here. That thing's stuck happening, right? So just in general, this is going to be where you want to start. And we're not flat, we're rotating hip to hip. Right? Keeping ourselves defended. Now, first thing we're going to work is just a cheap De La Riva sweep, but it's no-gi. So if I'm here, most of you guys have been here for De La Riva guard, right? Where we hook our foot in and we sweep. Same concept's going to work here, guys. All we're going to do, though, hit it no-gi. So our foot that's on kind of the thigh, it's going to go right to that hip bone. Our foot that's in front of the knee is going to hook. Kick, pull, and I'm sitting myself up as hard as possible. My right hand is trying to find an ankle. Goal A, get the fuck up. Goal B, take top. Realize I'm saying that very specifically. The goal is to get up from here. If you take top, that is a great abundance of joy. But realize, if I'm here, and I'm like, guess what? We've now reset. I don't have to worry about him hammer fisting me into the floor. Alright? Very few of us are good enough off our back, not even me included. I got my shit rocked in my last fight for hanging out on my back too long. You can't hang out there for too long. And that's why we've been working on, you get 3 attempts. Sweep, sub, whatever. You get 3, get the fuck out of there. No, it's not working, alright? So I'm here, I'm using active feet, keeping myself attached and moving here, right? Because right now, Pat's comfortable, he's in a better position, but he can't attack easily, right? Because if he goes to swing, I can off balance, move, right, I'm here, boom, I hook. Hooking at the knee, kicking here. Pop. If I can get the foot, great, come up with it. If not, back the hell off. Questions on that? Like I said, most of you have seen this in the De La Riva series. For those of you who do the jiu-jitsu, right? I'm here. Right, when we get here, I get the grip on the wrist. Boom, we switch and hit that same sweep. Guess what? We're hitting that same sweep. Now you're just coming up with it instead. Questions on that? One more time? Anything else? Maybe at least one more time. So I'm here. We're defending ourselves, keeping that front foot here on the thigh. Hip, knee, pull, push. Backing yourself out. Technical stand-up, guys. If only we had a drill where we practice posting one foot in the mat, posting one hand and coming up. If only we had a warm-up drill like that, man. It'd be really useful. It's almost like I teach those things that way.
Could you, like when you're done here, you got the dough, could you grab that ankle too? Like
You can, but most guys aren't going to step in deep enough to let you grab. So if I'm on top of Pat here, a lot of guys are keeping themselves distance here. So if Pat goes to grab my ankle there, a lot of guys aren't letting you grab that type of
But if
control.
you get it, then you
Yes,
go up.
absolutely. If I can realize, guys, if I can get a handle on that grip there, now don't hang out.
Yeah.
Because you've now committed that hand to my ankle, which means I'm committing this hand to your face. But don't hang out there. But if I, like a lot of guys will like rush in here and step real hard, if you can grab an ankle and push, boom, great. All power to you. That's not a bad thing. Just realize the likelihood of catching that ankle for any extended grip, unlikely. Makes sense? Other questions, guys? Fix your face.
Not to darken us, but you did hang out at an angle.
Did not go well. I got my shit rocked for it.
Guys, stay. I got one little spot.
Yeah, you're good. All right, go down. 1, 2, 3. I am not expecting Pat in this every time to fall. So, like, if I hit this, 5. Pat's an athlete. Generally, the people who compete in competitive mixed martial arts, even at the local level, halfway decent athletes. I'm not knocking him down like this. Now, if I can hook an ankle and do all that, yes, I have a decent shot of making him hit his butt. But if I'm here, what I'm trying to do is get the fuck out. The goal is exit strategy, not hang out and get hit in the mouth. So as I'm here, all I'm trying to do, off bounce. Now I have the space and time I need to get myself up and out. Okay? Now, next option, I'm here. Some guys aren't going to walk in as 1 foot forward as technical as we were, right? Some guys are going to try to walk their hips forward and start pushing your feet up. We'll do this as like a stack pass. You guys have seen me do this, especially from like standing passes where I'll stack people. You can do that in MMA where guys will push. Barbara, fix your face and lay down. So as he starts to walk in here, biggest thing I can't do is let my knees get over my shoulders here. Because the second that happens, you've basically abandoned ship, just roll and hope you can get the fuck away. But as he starts to walk up here, all we're gonna do, guys, is I'm looking to kick, not up, back. See the difference?
Just like that.
So what a lot of people try to do is they try to up kick. Everyone and their brother is waiting for an up kick, right? Pat, if I go here and I'm like, everyone's looking for it. So when I'm here, I'm not trying to create any space. All I'm trying to do, 90-degree angle, push Pat's hips straight backwards. That allows me that time and space to sit up and technical stand up. So as I'm here, boom, I push him back. Now I can get myself back out. The name of the game today is create distance while defending yourself. It's not some fancy rolling M&R into a heel hook, guys. Gotta keep this shit realistic. So as I'm here, I'm defending myself. It's gonna start walking up. I kick out. It creates that space, allows me to exit here. Questions on that? All right, go around. 1, 2, 3. So I'm here, right? So I'm here, right? Let's say, for intensive purposes, I'm not confident in my ability to just explode, right? I just roar and get up, right? Let's say he's bigger than me. Let's say I'm tired. Let's say all variety of options are available, right? All we're gonna do, we're gonna pick the front leg. Always go into the front leg. I'm going to kick, and as that leg kicks, I'm going to sit myself up. So I'm here, bop, here. As I'm coming up, same side hand that kicks, posts. Outside hand, wraps. I post myself up and I drag, scooping his ankle. Driving on top. So I'm here. Pat's walking into me. I don't like what's happening. I kick. Use that to sit up. This post, this hook. As I'm coming up, I'm still posting and dragging this foot back to go like I would a technical stand-up. I'm just hooking his ankle. Couple details to keep in mind. Keep your neck on his fucking leg. Unless you're just asking them to guillotine you politely so you can get out of the fight, get that head tight.
How am I not getting lost?
Because they can't beat down opponents.
Oh.
We're not
Alright, what if I'm on the street?
We're not fighting.
Street jiu-jitsu, don't fucking do this. Shoot them. Fighting in Asia, don't fucking do this. You're catching a knee right in your mouth. 99.9% of shows we go to, sit up. Because as I'm here, guys, I'm still a downed opponent this entire time. At no point do I change that. So as I'm here, I'm coming up here. And even if he did try to like jump knee here, like it may land, it's not gonna feel great.
Probably won't matter.
You're
But-
gonna get DQ'd.
Yeah, he's getting DQ'd, and I'm telling you to lay the fuck down and not get up. Because he's getting DQ'd like a motherfucker. But as I'm here, boom. Now, all I'm doing, guys, driving this foot up, and I'm trying to turn this way. Here. Then, take away the space, punish. Yeah, this isn't a, I decided to kick his foot back, and then I sat up, and then I got, this is a, today's the day type of motion. Like, if we're here, and I'm like, I think I could, maybe I should sit up. Realize, during all of this, he is hitting you in the face. So the second you go from defensive to offensive, that's a switch. It's not a dimmer, it's not a, oh, I can lightly do, this is a, up and out. You don't have time to hang out down there because they're hitting you while you're doing all of this. That's the big difference in between jiu-jitsu for jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu for MMA. Realize the second I get to start hitting you, less shit works. Because in jiu-jitsu, I just hang out there. I can slowly come up. I can go to X guard, and I can do some fancy footlock bullshit. And I can do all sorts of fun stuff. Guess what? The second I add, even just like combat jiu-jitsu, the second I can add a bitch slap into this, changes the game quite a bit. Because if Pat's here and he goes to do this, you know, he kicks me back, bop, he comes here. Like that changes the game. Just this open, like Eddie Bravo's combat jiu-jitsu is open palm strikes. Just that clap in your ear a couple times makes you reconsider position. Yeah, I fucking slap the shit out of people's ears. If I'm on bottom, I'm not hitting you. There's no power. I'm trying to cut my hand just perfectly enough, create that little bit of a suction on your ear because it pops your eardrum. I'm an asshole. Yeah, if you've ever seen me spar where I slap people like that, that's why. So, once he makes this decision, he has to come up, because if not, all I'm going to do is sprawl and start hitting. You know, that's instantly that. And as a pro, you come up there and you don't finish quickly, watch my pro debut, getting elbowed there. I had 12 stitches. If you look deeply into my eyebrows, or deeply into my eyes, buy me dinner first, but not you. But Austin can, definitely can. But if you look at my eyebrows from my first pro fight, you can see I split from like the middle of my forehead to like past my eyebrows because I got in on shots on the wall, couldn't finish. Well, boys, game plan was perfect. He's like, you're gonna take me down. Elbowing the shit out of you to do it though. So, get up, get that takedown. Make sense? Yes, seriously. So I'm here, he starts walking in, boom, kick one leg out. Kick me out real quick. Boom, I kick that out, come up. And then here, pop. And then go. Nice, nothing. It's like dog fight single leg.
I was just missing the foot.
Yeah, so basically all you're doing, the leg that kicks, scoop. So if I'm here with Austin, as I kick, that leg scoops. Okay. So that leg that was on the thigh kicks him back just enough to off balance, then I wrap up. Up here. Then man, if only there was like a technique we could do.
He's done.
So is it kind of like the half scoop where you like
Yes.
elbow without
Oh, okay.
Very, very similar to like the half guard leg drag series we work, or that arm drag series. Very similar concept. You're just doing it all
So you're
left.
not really pushing you're not pushing the button.
No, front foot's not doing a lot. It's just that back thigh that you're taking away. So if I'm here, like I'm keeping this here, but this, because I want that leg here still. So if I kick that leg away, now I create space. But now, right now, I'm just trying to get that leg back so we split. Boom. Now he's off balance. Now I can attack the single. Make sense? Other questions, guys? These are all good questions. All right, drill out. 1, 2, 3.